All right, hello everybody. Sorry I haven't made a video in a little while, but I had some free time now, so I figured I would go ahead and do that. Just kind of let you guys know what's going on with me and everything. So break was pretty good, except for the fact I had some car trouble. Car ended up overheating a couple times on the way up, and anyway, we tried to fix it. We replaced some parts, did some work on the car, and we thought it was fine until I started to get going again a few days late because we had to wait on parts. But anyway, I got going again, and about 40 miles away, my car overheated again. And so at that point, we figured out I'd blown a head gasket or something like that. And so that was the problem, not the other stuff, which, I mean, was good for us to replace because it was getting old. Well, except for the water pump, which was brand new, pretty much, but it was still a bad water pump. Ended up being bad. Anyway, so that was all pretty good. Break in total, I'd say it was pretty good, minus the car trouble. But on the plus side, I did get to spend a lot of time with my dad, while we fixed my car. So, gotta try to see the upsides and stuff, I guess. Even if you're the embodiment of negativity like me. So anyway, now I've been back for a few weeks down here in Florida, and I am still trying to get into the swing of things. Things didn't go as planned. I was planning to hopefully take the instrument written test by the end of the month. I don't think that's going to happen because I was trying to take a practice test every other day and then go over the questions that I missed and the ones that I wasn't sure about, the following day, and just kind of do that alternating pattern. But I haven't really done that consistently. I did it a little, like I just kind of rested and relaxed and stuff the first few days I got back. And then, like right there, I think Tuesday I started doing it, and then something happened and I got sick. That's another thing. I've been sick for about a week now with a sore throat and sinuses and stuff. And, it started out, it wasn't too bad, and I thought it would just go away in a couple days, but it got worse and worse to the point where it was just like agony, and I couldn't sleep because of how my throat was. But I'm doing much better now, thanks to oregano oil. Oregano oil is what you need to do. Put a few drops of that in with about a teaspoon of olive oil. Put that under your tongue for about 30 seconds. Swallow it, wash it down with some water. And there you go. That's a way to get rid of a sore throat. Do that 3 times a day, which I have done consistently every day. So I am feeling much better. I am still sick, just a little bit of a sore throat, but mostly just stuffed up sinuses and stuff. Still trying to get rid of some of that infection and everything. So yeah, that's how my health is doing. Classes, well, like I said, in my last video, I only have one class. It's Tail Dragger, and it's an interesting class. I've only had one class session so far because I missed the first one, and so tomorrow will be my next class that I take. Anyway, so far, pretty good, fairly interesting. The textbook that I have to read isn't too bad. Pretty good book. Not like a typical college book where it's all boring and technical and stuff, but it's full of good information and everything. So, not too bad. Hopefully, I will get to do some more flying here. I have planned a cross-country for this weekend to do, so that's going to be pretty good. And I'm starting to get the hang of my new iPad that I bought, and also ForeFlight, the app that I mentioned before. And so now I have access to all the different kind of charts and stuff, which is really nice. And I can do my flight planning on it and get TFRs, temporary flight restrictions for those of you who don't understand aviation acronyms, which I'm assuming is most of you. Anyway, I can get weather and just like pretty much everything on this one app, which is really great. I still don't completely know how to use it yet. Still in the learning process, but for the most part, I got the basics of it. I understand how to use it fairly decently. Yeah, so everything's going pretty good in that respect, except for I probably could have flown more this past week if I wasn't sick and stuff. And so yeah, and work is going pretty well. Working 10 to 12 hours a week, depending. I might have them change how I work. I think maybe I could utilize my time better if maybe I just have them schedule me for, the amount of hours I want, but like just have a bunch of shifts in just 1 or 2 days, and then that be all that I do that week, and then I can have the rest of the week to do other stuff, to study, to fly, and just do all that kinds of stuff. So that part's looking pretty good. Now, I gotta be honest with everybody, and I do want to bring up a concern that I have that you could be praying about. Recently, in the past few days, I've been really depressed. And the thing is, depression, it's nothing new to me. Like, I get depressed all the time, but it's never like really that bad. It's like just kind of like, I'm sad, like not like majorly depressed, not like I can't do anything, not like I can't get back, some motivation to do something. But these past few days, I have been so depressed. I felt so lonely because, like, right now I have maybe one person in the area who I would consider a close friend. The other person who I would consider a close friend, they're not here. They're off somewhere else for pretty much most of the month. And I think they'll maybe get back late July or early August, something like that. Not entirely sure. So we'll just have to see. But yeah. And the other person who is in the area isn't available very often. So I've had really not really many people to hang out with. I have done some stuff, hang out with people, like, some movie nights and stuff, but, I haven't really, I don't know, that it just hasn't really done it for me, But, yeah, and, in the past few days, I just haven't really had much motivation to do really much of anything, and I haven't really cared about much of anything, except, I've gotten homesick, missed people back home, missed friends, and honestly just wish that I was there. And, sometimes wondered, like, why am I doing this? Why am I wanting to become a missionary pilot? Why am I not just back home living some kind of normal life? Why, I could get, I could get a decent job, decent hours working for my buddies who now have their own company, something, like that. But, I guess really, that's just something I gotta remind myself, I'm here for a reason. I'm here because this is what the Lord has called me to, and, this is what He wants me to do, and aviation is what I love to do. I do love to fly. It's just that I've kind of been enthusiastic about it recently. And so, yeah, right now I'm doing better than I was last night. Like last night it really, really hit me, and, Actually, what I did is I got in my car and I went for a drive. It was like 9:30 at night, something like that, and I just went for a drive. I was heading to a certain place, a certain town, and I was like, why am I going to this town? I know where nothing is. And so at the next intersection, I took a right and I drove down that road. I was like, I don't know where this goes. I don't know what's down this way, but I'm going to see. I'm going to explore. And anyway, I went, found some town that I had never been to. I got some food through the Wendy's drive-thru, and I made this big loop back to the town that I was originally going to go to, and then headed back home. Yeah, that's what's going on with me emotionally right now. So yeah, if you could just keep me in your prayers with that. So yeah, I think that's about all I really have to say right now. So anyway, I guess I will see y'all sometime in the future, if I don't die.